Joining us on the hotline is a gentleman that returns to the octagon this weekend when he takes on George Sullivan. The one and only Mickey Gall is here. Mickey, how are you, sir?
Good. What's up, Big Luke Thomas?
All right, my man. Look, I saw the video, but I'm still not clear on things. So you have moved to Colorado, correct?
Nah, I'm doing like my train. I'm out in LA.
You're in LA. Oh, that's right, because you're with Muscle Farm, right?
Yeah.
And Muscle Farm moved from Colorado to LA? Or am I? Help me understand your training situation.
All right. So I'm out in LA. I'm training with Joe Schilling, Eve Edwards, Muscle Farm, Jason Manley, Ben Zong, like just a bunch of beasts out here.
Okay, now how did you get hooked up with them?
So me and Joe Schilling had the same management in the past, and we met and we like hit it off, and then we're around the same size and stuff, and me and him, we started like wanting to train together. So I came out, started training out here. He helped me a lot with stand up. I'd help him with jiu-jitsu, and then I actually I live with Eve Edwards out here, and so me and him are splitting a house out here, and yeah, I'm around killers, I'm around beasts, having a great time, just getting better, man.
Okay, so I've heard a lot of different things about what you're doing. I just wanted to have you clarify it. Are you no longer with the team you were before? Are you still affiliated with them? How's that work?
Absolutely. That's my team for life. That's my family. That's more than like my team. But I'm out here. I'm always, that's Grayson, New Jersey. That's my blood. But I'm out here. I'm working. I'm training at the Muscle Farm gym, which is a great facility out here in Burbank. And then Joe and Eve and Jason Manley. These guys are these are my brothers too. They're helping me tremendously.
All right. So what has been we last saw you UFC 217. It's been a while since you've been around, but here you are back. What has been the biggest area of growth for you?
Good question. I just think overall, I think everything. I would say trimming. I think there's a lot like trimming the fat off a lot of techniques. Joe's helped me a lot with a lot of understanding of stand up. I've always been tough, and I know I could crack anybody, but I understand it better. Like I understand it more as like as a science and more ways. So I've even more confidence in my stand up. I'd say everything, man. I'm learning a lot. I'm soaking it all up out here, and my job is to get as good as I can, as quick as I can. And I think this is a necessary step to help expedite that process.
Has it been as fruitful, the move, as you thought it would be?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. I came just looking to work with Joe and with Eve and Jason Manley, and then the Muscle Farm thing came around, and that's been tremendous. It's an awesome gym in Burbank. It's a beautiful facility and there's always tough training partners coming through. So I'm getting a lot of tough work, seeing that high level speed all the time. Like UFC, Glory guys, Bellator, just high level dudes.
And living with Eves, I mean, that guy is an encyclopedia of MMA, right? Like, how much is he just dropping knowledge daily?
All the time. We watch fights. I'm learning all the time. I surrounded myself. I wasn't good at surrounding myself with good people, and I have the same environment out here in LA. And yeah, Eve is the man. He's the best. He's in the other room right now. We're about to go to the yard and go do some training.
All right. So how much of this was a reaction to the loss at UFC 217? Did you say to yourself, I'm not getting good fast enough, or I'm not where I want to be, or was this all planned beforehand? How related are the two events?
Well, I'd say probably had I not had an off night and not had taken my first loss, I wonder would I be here right now? This was concocted after the fact. So I think that would be, they say you win or you learn. And I think I learned I needed some. I was the best guy in my room at home, and I needed to I thought I could do it all at home, and I think the loss made me like look for more like opportunity and other opportunities to grow, and to get out of my comfort zone and all that. So I think it definitely had to do with that. But so I guess I'd say probably did have to do that. Had I ran through the guy and won that fight, maybe I'd still be in Jersey, and I wouldn't even have tried this LA thing.
So here you are in LA learning with Joe Schilling. By the way, correct me if I'm wrong. Did I not see Joe Schilling in a gi at a competition called High Rollers, where they smoke weed before they compete and then they grapple?
No, that's correct. That's absolutely correct. That's exactly what that's the structure of the tournament. And Joe Anklock tore a couple of legs off people in that tournament.
Did he really? How good is he getting in the gi, by the way? Because I know he's been putting in work underneath the radar a little bit.
Yeah. We've been doing a lot of jiu-jitsu. He's not so for the gi. He just threw that on like 2 weeks before the tournament because it happened to be a gi tournament. We've been doing a lot of no gi and like MMA specific jiu-jitsu. But his jiu-jitsu has gotten, I'd say, like 100 times better than when we started. He's understanding now, and he's really picking it up. He's enjoying it, and it's fun. It's really fun to see because he's probably the best American kickboxer ever, and now he's in that so.
Let's get to your fight. For sure. Let's get to your fight. You're taking on George Sullivan here at UFC Lincoln. He's on a 2-fight losing streak. He served out a USADA suspension, I believe, so he had some time off between his 2 losses there. But this one is a little in close proximity to his last fight. What are you anticipating from him? I think another guy from your neck of the woods, if I'm not mistaken, on the East Coast.
Yeah. George is a Jersey guy, just like me. He was like one of the best guys. Maybe the best guy, like on the regional circuit when I was like first starting. Like George Sullivan he was the CFFC champ. He just like got called to the UFC. So it was cool. Like I kind of like almost like, I'm gonna be like that. Like almost like looked up to him a little bit then, but now I get to like kick his ass on TV. So that's cool. But I envision him. I think he's a little old school, a little stiff, and I think I could beat him anywhere. But I think I also know he's a tough son of a bitch, and he's not going to be an easy out. But I'm gonna get him.
What's interesting to me is your placement on the card. Now you're on the FS2 portion of the prelims, the very first one on the just past Fight Pass. So you're on the television portion. Are you a little surprised at your placement there? We did an MMA beat panel last week. We talked about it. We were all a little surprised by it.
What do you mean? That it shouldn't be where? On the main card?
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't know. Maybe that's a mistake, or maybe it's a mistake on purpose. I don't know.
Have you given it a ton of thought? I mean, either way, you beat George Sullivan, you're in a good position. But have you noodled that one through at all?
Sure. Yeah, I hope I'm on the Fox Sports 1 portion. I don't think my dad has Fox Sports 2. I don't think we got Fox Sports 2 in Jersey, so I hope I'm on Fox Sports 1 so everyone can see me.
According to Wikipedia, it's the FS2 portion, but I don't know if that might change come Saturday. But it's sort of interesting to me, right? Like you beat Sage Northcutt. He's out here, I think, co-main eventing some of these fight nights, and you already smashed him. So it's just sort of a weird position to be in, right? Totally.
Yeah, totally. So, but yeah, I don't know, man. I think it'd be silly for them to have me on that portion. Let me go, make a bang, make some noise, and do it on TV, on TV that everyone has.
Sure. Do you anticipate that maybe this is, or maybe this is something like, look, guy had a loss, guy had a move. We need to, kick the tires, make sure everything's going fine. But you get a win here, and you're back in the spotlight right after that. Maybe this is just seeing where you're at, given all the change.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I looked at I don't know. I think I should definitely be on the main card. That's where I want to be. I want to fight in front of as many people as possible. This is what I work hard to do. So I want to be on the Fox Sports 1 portion, but maybe a lot. I'm sure everyone wants to be.
Now the distance in terms of,
I know I'm a name too.
For sure. Look, and they've invested in you already. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like you're just trying to bang on pots and pans to get attention. Everybody already knows who you are, right? So kind of surprising in that sense. In terms of the space between your last fight and this one, were you considering taking any fight before this? And here's what I mean. Like, you wanted to take time off to get better, to move and all that stuff, and now you're ready to go. If you win on Saturday, and the odds makers believe you will you get back into the cage relatively quickly after that?
100%. So I was chomping at the bit after my last fight. I know it's been a while since November, but that wasn't exactly by my choice. I was trying to get right back in. I was trying to fight in Boston in January. I was trying to fight. I was trying to hop back maybe a little too quickly because I had a bad taste in my mouth. And but then I was trying to fight International Fight Week, the LA card, one earlier in the summer. But yeah, I plan on doing a lot of fights this year. I'm ready to run. I want to do this fight. I want to do Madison Square Garden again in November, and then I'd like to do a fight after Christmas, and then another fight before summer. I'm ready to run, man. I've been training. I've been gearing up, and it's my time. I'm ready to go.
Physically, how much are you different, right? Because you're still growing into your full athletic potential. Has that been something you're noticing as well?
Yeah. I just feel what I can do to other guys who are good, and I'm doing great. I'm beating up guys that are supposed to be really good, and I know I'm supposed to be real good. So it makes sense, and I feel good, man. We're just getting started. Now,
you're a smart guy. You always have a plan for after the fight when they put a microphone in your face. I'm wondering, do you have the same one for Saturday?
Oh, yeah. We always got a plan. Hopefully it'll be on Fox Sports 1 and everyone can see it.
We'll see about that. Before you go, very quickly, Mickey, I understand you have a beagle. If this is true, I have heard both good and bad things about beagles. I've heard they're quite loyal. I've heard they're very yappy. Any of this true?
Yeah, totally. They'll definitely give you like a big howl. They're such sweet and loyal dogs. But if you can deal hearing that, like to the point where you're like, shut up, you get a beagle. But I'd say it's worth it. Like you have they like to be heard. They like to howl.
Well, you know what? Kind of like you. You like to be heard and certainly like to be seen. Nothing wrong with that. Mickey, it's been too long. Thank you so much for your time on the show, and we can't wait to see you fight on Saturday.
Thanks, brother. Talk to you soon.
All right, there he goes.